Well, Ryan, there was obviously the disappointment of the result at the weekend at home. They've not, perhaps the last couple of results gone our way, but it's about using the disappointments and frustrations of that going into this Thursday's game, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's for us, it's just another game. We know recently it hasn't been to our standards where we were at the middle/start of the season, but yeah, another game, one that we're looking forward to because obviously when you have a loss like that, you just want to get back out there and play. So it's one that we're looking forward to.
That's the beauty of League Two football, isn't it? Games come around thick and fast now, and you can sort of come into training, you can put that one behind you, and solely focus on the next game at hand, can't you?
Yeah, it's one that we looked at this morning. We've took what we needed to take out of the game. We know that some bits weren't good enough, and where we can get better at and back to ourselves. So yeah, we've looked at it, analysed it, and back out there. And yeah, we can't wait for Thursday now.
Is there anything that as a group you think you can pinpoint that perhaps hasn't been going right previously in the last couple of games that was going right around that Christmas time, or is it just down to teams perhaps figuring ways out to get round us now?
Yeah, we know we weren't going to be smooth sailing the whole season. We was going to have a period where results weren't going our way, performances weren't going our way, but we've got a great group in there, and we're going to, like we said, we spoke about it, we're going to try and get back to what we were doing well at the start of the season. Last 4 or 5 hasn't been us, we know that. Even though performances maybe against Carlisle were better, but the other day it weren't good enough, and we're going to try and get back to it.
The beauty of this group is that they don't seem to get too high with the highs and too low with the lows, and that's important, isn't it, particularly at this stage of the season?
Yeah, the gaffer makes sure that we know that we don't get too high, we don't get too low. We try and keep a level head, and that's the beauty of the group. We've done that the whole season, so we're looking forward now, and we're not going to look at what's happened, but we're going to try and get back on that little train that was on.
And you can still see that within the group the spirits are high, and rightly so, because we are still top end of the table, we are still there, there's still that little bit of a gap, and it's about keeping that positive mental attitude, isn't it, really?
Yeah, we're still top of the table, and it's kind of a weird one because you're feeling down, but we were top of the table with 10 games to go. It's an unbelievable position that we're in. Like I say, we've got 10 games to go, 10 massive games for us that we're going to put our all into and try and achieve what we want to achieve.
Tough place to go on Thursday night in front of the Sky cameras. Bromley themselves, I think they've won 3 of the last 4 home games, 3 clean sheets in that. And we saw just how tough an opposition they were when they came to us earlier on in the season. So it's going to be a game that we're going to have to be really top of our game for, isn't it?
Yeah, they're a good team. When we played them before, we found out how tough they were and their style of play and what it's going to take to win that game. It's going to be a tough place to go. There's not much more to say on that. I've been there, I've played there, and when teams used to go there, they always said it was tough. And it's a new one playing away there, but we're going to go there and we're going to try and get the win.
Does it surprise you that they're where they are, or is it one of those where momentum's really carried them forward from the promotion that they had last year?
Yeah, no surprises at all. They're a good team. They've got a good manager there, and all the foundations were set even when I was there to get promoted and then to stay in the league. So yeah, there's no surprise.